for your likes, for your shares, for your positive and encouraging comments, for subscribing to this channel, and for your monetary donations to this channel. I just want to simply say thank you. I truly appreciate your support. May God continue to bless and keep you all. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Can you all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. Thanks, Janice. Welcome again, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Thanks for all the ones letting me know that you can hear me. So let me check the roll, see who we have. So looks like who that was the first one in the chat. She says she's in the bushes listening with medical professionals. Okay, thanks for coming. Who that? Then we have Charlie's Angel. Hello, Charlie's Angel. Happy Monday. Welcome. Glad you're joining today. Hope you've had a great day so far and you had a great weekend. We have Janice. Hey, Janice. I saw that you were out bike riding over the weekend. I'm sure you had a great weekend as well. Thanks for joining. I appreciate your support. Let's see who else we have. We have Young Bond in the house. Hey, Young Bond, how are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a great weekend as well. See who else? Abril. Hey, Abril, how are you today? Happy Monday. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Larry King, thank you, sir, for joining. I appreciate your support. Glad you were able to join today. Thrive and Glow with Joe. Hey, Joe, how are you today? Glad you were able to join. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Vaughn said, hit the like button. She's yelling, y'all. Glad you had fun, Janice. Here's my daughter, Shanice. Hey, Shanice. Says you're not feeling well, so she won't be in the chat today. Okay, Shanice, I pray that you feel better soon. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see who else we have. I said what I said. Happy Monday, sis. How are you today? I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks again for joining. Vaughn said, partner in crime. Real, hey Real, how are you today? Happy Monday. Thanks for coming and for being on time today. What is going on here? I hope you had a great weekend, Real. Hey, sweet Rita. Thank you for joining. How are you today? How was your weekend? Bill says, hello to the observers, bushwatchers, supporters, men and women alike. Okay, Real? Yes, we hope you feel better, Shanice. Miss Jazzy, happy Monday. Allison chat at work, but listening in as usual, but can't speak individually. Okay, well, thank you for speaking and thank you for joining. I hope you had a great weekend. I understand you at work can't really talk, but I appreciate you listening. She gonna break up with you, Vaughn? Okay, that's good, sweet Rita. You're welcome. Okay, I don't think I missed anybody. Thanks to all of the moderators that are in the chat. I appreciate you so much. So, yeah, I saw that, Vaughn. I wasn't going to say anything. I was not going to say anything. She put that S on there. I was thinking that might mean something, but I didn't want to get into it. So we'll see. So you all see the question. The question is, are you impulsive? For those who are able to communicate in the chat, can you answer the question? Are you impulsive? Charlie's Angel says she can be. Okay. um, hold up, yeah. Bond says, I am in control at all times. That's great, Bond. Keep telling yourself that until you actually believe it. I said what I said sometimes I am impulsive. Janice says, I am sometimes, and I'm a mess with buyer's remorse. Abril says she can definitely be both. Larry says sometimes, at times, he can be, but for the most part, he's not. That's right, Bond. Keep speaking it. Oh no. Who that's I'm not happy. The tech just realized he missed a tube for blood, so he has to stick me again. Oh, I hate that. I hope he gets it right and not fumbling around with your arm. So Joe says, I'm still growing and learning to pray first. That's great, Joe. Hey there, beautiful sinner. How are you today? Thank you for joining. How was your weekend? Sweet Rita says she is, but she tries not to be. Say what I said. It says, Bond, this is an impulsive. This is an impulsive answer, ma'am. It really does. So, really does. Abril says, who that? Please make them respect the 3-try rule. Right, right, Abril. Bond says she's speaking positivity over herself. Okay, Bond. Hit the like button. She put a please on it. Thank you, Senna. Okay, so before I go on, no, I'm just gonna do this first, and I'll come back to that. So anyway, I was getting ready to be impulsive, but hey, Wanda, how are you today? Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great weekend. I saw your short earlier, Wanda, and it blessed me. I enjoyed both of your channels, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna pray. Gonna keep you in prayer, Shanice. Oh, for those who don't know, and I'm sure most, if not all of you, do know, Get It Together Wellness is Wanda. So when we're speaking to Wanda, it's Get It Together Wellness. And if you haven't, please check out her channel, Get It Together Wellness, as well as the Soul Session. You will not be disappointed. I truly believe that. Sweet Rita says she's an impulsive speaker. If opportunity for understanding arises, I can't help but to speak on it. Okay, Sweet Rita. Vaughn said she liked the short too. Yeah, thank God for those things that he blocked. Yeah. Thank God for the blessings that came in the form of him blocking things. When he said no, we really wanted him to say yes, and he said no. Okay, Shanice. Feel better. I'll text you later. See how you're doing. Oh, you're welcome, Wanda. I wasn't going to elaborate on that, Vaughn, but I can always depend on you. Vaughn said, we know, sweet Rita. Thanks, Abril. You're welcome. I said what I said. Um, Vaughn said, leave her alone. Vaughn said, leave her alone. Sweet Rita said, leave her alone, Vaughn. She said, you don't need to be telling her business. Hey, Shadow. Happy Monday. How are you today? So, Shadow says in our last episode of Game Night Gone Wild, today's episode is Impulse. This live stream is sponsored by Snickers Peanut Butter. I sure miss eating Snickers. I can't eat milk chocolate anymore. Hey, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Happy Monday. How are you today? Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's see, anybody else join? Okay, glad you're okay. Abril says we can always count on our young bond to say what we try, what we try not to. Right. Vaughn wants to know if she's that bad. Okay, Vaughn. So let me go on. The thing about impulsive behavior is that it has a tendency to lead to lots of regret. Honestly, I've been impulsive too many times. Most of the time, I wish that I could have taken it back. But once it's done, it's done. Thanks, Abril. I honestly believe that most, if not all people, have been impulsive at one time or another. Wanda says she always end up regretting it. Yeah, for me too, for the most part, except when God saves me. I also believe, hold up. Okay. I also believe that the more we mature or the older we get, the less impulsive we are. It really does. And most of the time, it comes with maturity. Right, Abril. Abril says she can literally hear Vaughn's voice saying, Monday school is in session. Okay, Vaughn. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there, Janice. Okay, so Shadow says, a little impulsive. I went out and tried that new A&W ice cream soda, zero sugar. The excessive use, the, the excessive use of profanity I use today. Okay. Okay, Joe says she's in the bushes working. Vaughn said that the two of y'all talk too much to each other and you can hear her voice. That's what she said, Abril. I don't think he liked it, Sweet Rita. I could be wrong, but I don't think he liked it from that comment. So I shared on a previous live about when I was younger and I went up to the boy that was sitting under the tree and punched him in the stomach. That was impulsive behavior. Yeah, yeah. See, I read that comment correctly. He said that was that was the nastiest soda I've ever drank. Chocolate should not go on sodas. Abril says, I just signed on some property and the ink ain't even dry fully, and I'm feeling like I want to rethink things. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was going to say is it can be real dangerous when you are when it comes to big purchases. Yeah, impulsive um, behavior can be very dangerous, especially when you sign a long-term contract. So we have to be careful with that. Now, I was talking about me punching a little boy sitting under the tree. If I did something like that now, people would probably think I'm crazy and I would probably end up in jail. I was a kid then and that was kid behavior. But with age should come maturity. So let me read some more comments before I go on. I'm praying that Wanda says, I pray everything works out for you. I was getting ready to say the same thing, Wanda. Janice says, Abril, believe me, I've regretted this home. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I've regretted this home purchase since I still have things. Wow. Still have things in boxes. Oh, wow. So I know that's right, Vaughn. I know that's right. Me too, Vaughn. Today's scripture verse comes from Proverbs 13 and 16. And it says, wise people think before they act. Fools don't. And even brag about their foolishness. I want to read that again, y'all. Wise people think before they act. Fools don't. And even brag about their foolishness. Right? Right, real. Wow, Abril. Sometimes it can just be a lesson learned. I, it'll work out. I believe it'll work out for you, Abril. I said what I said. So one thing about making a bad purchase, you can always sell it to someone else. One man's junk is another man's treasure. That's a good way of looking at things. Somebody says, "Oh no, Janice, I'm not fooling with you today." Okay, that's right. We live and we learn. Of course, you have young Bond. Of course, you have. So I say it behooves all of us to think before we act. This can save us a lot of unnecessary regrets and apologies. Just because it comes to our mind doesn't mean that we have to act upon it. We've talked about self-control multiple times on this channel. Well, people who have a problem with acting on impulse lack self-control. That's not to say that we don't do things that are impulsive at times, but if you are constantly doing things acting on impulse, you really need to consider whether or not you need to work on self-control, which is a fruit of the spirit. Thanks for the reminder, Wanda. So if you know that this is your issue, I encourage you to simply pray and work on it. Let me go back and see if I can read some more comments. Let's see. Vaughn says, "Child, this mouth of mine has gotten me into some trouble." Hmm. Well, you're still young, Vaughn. Bill says, "I still pray and have hope for many. I have a good side." Okay. Amen, Wanda. Said God can't turn it in your favor if it is or was. Can you rewrite that, please? I read it. Let me see if I can reread it. Said God can't turn it in your favor if it is or was a bad decision. Sometimes God looks out for babies and fools. But yeah, can. Yeah. Thank you. Um, he looks out for babies and fools. But there are also times when you just have to suffer the consequences. A bill says, "Real, you can lead some to water, but you can't make them all drink. It is what it is." Um, Vaughn, April says she's going to get you. Hey, Chill Will Crew. Thank you for joining. Happy Monday. How are you today? How was your weekend? I try, I try to read it the way you wrote it, Brill. So y'all, that's my little talk for today that I have for today. I'm going to put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to come up and talk about being impulsive, maybe share a story or words of encouragement to others. But before anyone hits that link, I'm going to pin it by the way. I want to play this again for those who may have missed it in the beginning. I'll be right back. It's only 30 seconds. For your likes, for your shares, for your positive and encouraging comments, for subscribing to this channel, and for your monetary donations to this channel. I just want to simply say thank you. I truly appreciate your support. May God continue to bless and keep you all. So again, thank you to everybody in this chat. Does anyone want to join the panel to say anything? Janice says you can catch bees with honey, then with chocolate, but then the ants come along and you're stuck with a sticky mess situation. I never heard that. I heard that you can catch bees with honey, but I never heard the other part. Fine, you crazy. That was just a moment to say I appreciate any support that you give to this channel. Don't y'all pay Fawn any mind, okay? Hey, Real.
Oh, hey Alice, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful, great,
Good.
exuberant, uncannily
Okay.
fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, I had to hop up here because I didn't want it to be cut short. I was just like, this is one of my off days, so I'm just like, you know what? But I really didn't tap into something to really talk about, but it'll come. But I know some people can't stand me coming up here, but y'all gonna hear my voice and see my picture and see my name anyway. Ha! Even in
I
your dreams. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, listen, let me start. Y'all know I got to make y'all laugh sometime.
yeah, thank you.
And that's all it is laughter. Like, I don't know what some people think, but everything I do is to laugh and to help things stick together and to motivate people or to make people laugh at certain times. And I don't
Uh-huh.
want other people to put things inside people's heads like, oh, this and that. It's like, it's crazy because people know how I am. It's for laughter purposes. So, sometimes people we can be serious, then we can have a laughter moment,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then we can have learning moments. But people have to understand it all sticks together to make everything keep going. You know what I
Right.
mean? So once people understand that there's all parts of a puzzle that we can use each week, because some people are built on this. Oh, you got to be serious all the time. Can be serious. We can read
Yeah.
and we can do these things. But sometimes, and trust me, I know I've studied this so long, laughter is needed. It is,
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. Laughter is good medicine.
Yeah, so everything is in good, manners, and it's like I admire a lot of y'all, like male and female alike. So it's just that is what it is. That's how I look at it.
Hmm. Yeah, I appreciate you making me laugh times.
Oh
Sometimes I
yeah,
need to laugh. And there you go.
yeah, we have to.
Hey,
People can't
Joe.
contribute that. But
Yeah,
so I
serious.
have a question for you.
Oh Lord.
Serious always word. No, no, no. So
I'll let you know if I want to answer it. Let
do
me
you
read
feel?
Joe's comment
Okay, go
first.
ahead.
She said, "The joy of the Lord is my strength." Amen, Joe. Go ahead, real. Ask your question. I'll let you know if I want to answer it.
So, do you feel sometimes in your lifetime, in the things that you go through and inside your perspective, that sometimes it is beneficial for people to be impulsive with certain situations?
Um, Let me think about that. Well, sometimes you have to be impulsive as far as I'm going to say a like in a situation where you see somebody about to harm themselves and you just step in, like say for instance, I think I saw something recently on a video where a child was falling out of the window, and this person just came up and just held their arms. I think it was a man. As a matter of fact, it was a man. Held his arms out to catch the baby, so the baby didn't fall to the ground. So I think that was acting on impulse, and I think that's something that's positive about acting on impulse. But when I was
Mm,
when my conversation today wasn't necessarily about acting on impulse in situations like that, because there are times when you have to move, um, and you
right.
don't have time to think about it. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about sometimes, especially, um, I'm just going to piggyback on something. I think it was Janice that said something about impulsive shopping. I've done a lot of that, and I've had regrets about a lot of it, because when I think of, and it's not even right away, sometimes I think about all of the wasted money that I spent on unnecessary things.
Uh, yes, yes. I know how that is. I've done that with certain things and being impulsive when I
Uh-huh.
deeply used to be into stocks and certain types of digital coin currency. So when the Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash and everything was climbing, every time it used to make a jump, make a couple of $100 for each coin. So I bought maybe like 7 or 8 coins, and when it would make its jump, I'd sell. Then it would go down low, then it would go extra high. So I would end up regretting, and then I would
Mhm.
buy back in midpoint. So now I've learned with certain things like that to anything with like stocks and bonds, dividends, those are like actually long term things. So you can't really be too impulsive unless you're a day trader, but that's regardless of the fact.
Yeah. So Wanda says, yes, I've taken trips for vacation on an impulse. It turned out to be a great and marvelous thing. Yes, and that can happen as well.
Right, right. And
Vaughn says impulsive shopping is the devil. It is.
I think that's just a women thing because I think women go through a lot. And from my eyes, watching what women go through, I think that shopping is a form of what's that word I'm looking for? It's like a stress reliever slash calmer for women to shop. Like I see this time in and time out. So it's
Like a
like,
form of therapy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very few.
Yeah,
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 it can be, but sometimes I just speaking from my personal experience, sometimes you can look back and think I could have done something different that would have
yeah.
made more sense.
And just think about the ahead things. It's just like start yourself a LLC, create yourself an e-commerce website, and if you have extra things that you've over purchased, you can easily sell it. And so you don't even have to touch
Mhm.
it. Keep it at the warehouse, and that's just something to think about as a forward motion. But I know people don't be think
Oh,
about all that mess.
hold on, hold on. You read it. I said what I said. Comment.
Real swear he's an expert on women for some. And I won't say an expert, but I'm well versed in women because while everybody inside their younger days is running around trying to get inside everybody's drawers and sleeping with women, I would be the kind of guy where I would just chill and actually become friends and learn things. So even when it's like, oh, I want to holler, da, 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 and I'll be like, let's just be cool. And while people were making fun of me, like, why you choose to be in the friend zone, or why don't you want to holler? Why can't I just be a great friend? We be there for each other. And in turn, I started learning so much. So I started learning them internally, mental wise versus physically. I could have, but I just took the time to do it that way. That's just the way that my mind and, you know, worked.
Hmm.
But I mean, things can happen, but whatever.
Yeah. So let me read Senna's comment. I had started, but I'm gonna read it now. Um, Senna says shopping can be a form of self care if you get something nice for yourself every once in a while. That's that's true, Senna. Um, but I'm just gonna be honest with me. Then this is my past. Um, I have been in the let's say I've done too much impulsive shopping. Because one thing that I can say about myself is I don't like window shopping. And if I, in the past, I still don't like window shopping. That's past and present. But in the past, if I saw something that I really liked, it didn't necessarily have to be one particular outfit. I've spent too much money on buying things just because I liked it. But I do agree that you can buy something for yourself every now and then, and that is a form of self care. I do agree with that. But don't be like me.
No, y'all women be like, ooh, this is on sale. And then just buy it.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
don't
stupid.
don't start don't start real because I
And then
used to
the
be.
next thing y'all know, y'all got a whole bunch of Amazon packages arriving at your door. You sitting there watching the camera, making sure it arrived on time, only to stick it on the shelf somewhere. Now let me.
Vaughn said she wished she was a dude. Sometimes she would be wild, wild Vaughn.
Mm-hmm. I bet you would.
And Wanda says we go overboard sometimes. Many people can't afford the part of shopping there. That's it, Wanda. I really couldn't afford it. And I would justify my purchases by I I was one of those people that if I wanted something and I knew I had a bill to pay, I may make payment arrangements for my bill because
Mm-mm-mm.
I wanted to make that purchase. So yeah, I've been delivered. Don't get me wrong, I've been delivered. But
You see a sale.
It was unnecessary.
Mm. But
Yeah.
it's okay. Cause then see me, like I know what it is. It's just like I give women the benefit of the doubt on that subject because say for instance, women can't always like express themselves because I know certain people don't want to freaking listen to like certain things and they can't give out, their expressed opinion or something. So it's like, what's the next best stress reliever? It's like you have to have an outlet somewhere, and then
Hmm.
sometimes it's like, oh well, I don't want to hear this out, or I'm a man and da 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 da. And I'm like, well, why don't you just shut up sometimes and listen to the woman? Like maybe they won't have that outlet. Like I see it intricately for what it is, or the stressors from this. It's like that, and like, like or going out to eat or eating some sweets. Like I know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little brownie, a little ice cream.
You see, you see Vaughn's comment. Maybe in the next life, women won't have the babies, and the men will outlive outside.
No, men will die. They will die. We aren't built to take internal pressures. I rebuke that.
April said, "It'd be the online shopping that keep my pockets in a chokehold with the impulsive buys. You have to be real careful. Yeah, you have to be very careful. Amazon is a trap. Yes, fun, funny. She said I would just lie and cry, tell my husband I wasn't thinking. She said she's changed. We all have a past, Vaughn.
It's okay. Do y'all impulse buy on Black Friday?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wanda
Just
says my Amazon cart is full, but I swear I need everything in my cart.
and Vaughn said, I don't want to be inside the house. No, I don't mind. I'm a multilateral being. Like I don't care. Like I don't do gender specific uh titles that people put out there. It's like if you have the energy and the time and the patience and the wherewithal to, cook or be a blue collar worker, work hands on, or be with the kid, it doesn't matter to me. It's like whoever has more of a mental capacity to do it, do it. But I
Hmm.
wouldn't mind. I don't know. I don't care.
Janice said I pay my mortgage and truck notes first, then the savings time. Vaughn said she's just trolling. Um, Vaughn said, I'm putting it up, Vaughn. Sorry. You don't want to be in the house with the kids, huh? Talking about you, real.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter to me. Like to me, it just doesn't. When you put like a limiter on your mind to like have certain things not bother you and just be unbothered, like you purposely let things happen so that you can be desensitized to these things. And then that way it's just like, okay, kids, you know that they're part of life. Somebody dealt with you as a kid. And if you know that you were a handful when you were younger, and this goes for anybody, and didn't want to listen, we have to give that same leeway for kids around us growing up. I mean, some of them are a
Hmm.
little worse off than others, but we have to just understand that we were once there. And we can't force certain things on kids because I always tell this to people that try to force things on people. I'm like, when you was that age, were you listening to any of your elders when you were in your 20s or 30s or teens? Like, were you listening to anybody? Probably not. So people can't get mad at other people like, you not listening to me and you not paying attention and blah, blah, blah. But there was a point when you were like that. So we have to understand that sometimes it's a time thing, and that we can't be impulsive on that area either. We have to let it flow, and in due time certain things can happen versus being impulsive. That's just mind control. I want you to be like this and I want you to do that, and it's just like,
Yeah. This is true. So let me go to the starred comment. Um, Wanda said, I'm learning to take charge of my money and not let my money take charge of me. Hence, no impulsive shopping. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet, but that is the goal.
Mm, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. Um, there's something that like sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't, because I don't really do things for myself. It's like my family and others around me. But if you keep playing this same statement inside your mind, it could help. Spend some, save some. Spend some, save some. So have your allotted money for what you're gonna spend, and then making an effort to save some. Always make sure you save something, even if it's nothing but quarters. It don't matter. You can have $1,000 worth of quarters. Who knows? But spend some, save some, and when you live by that tactic right there, you can always rest assured that you'll have something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Too Strong. Thank you for joining.
And too strong.
How was your weekend? So, tell him he's welcome, Brill. Who that says, Real, I feel the same way about teenagers and young adults. I hate to hear people talk negative about the youth of today because we've been there and was a handful to our parents. And I totally agree with that because
Exactly.
I've told people I know I was a handful.
Yeah, like you can't condemn somebody when you've been there inside the same place. It
Mm-hmm.
You can help to steer, but you can't sit there and get angry and super, elated and disappointed at someone's actions when they're younger, and then totally condemn them. Like you can't do that. Because when you were that age, you didn't want that happening to you. And then the same cycle repeats itself. Same younger people telling older people, oh, you can't tell me I'm going to hell and going this and going to these places. You didn't want to hear it. As adults, and when we have wisdom bestowed upon us, we can't go around doing the same thing that we didn't want happening and we wanted to change. So we have to learn to understand these children and realize, like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's their bodies changing on them. Maybe they have the inflow of estrogen or testosterone that's pushing through their bodies and they don't know how to handle it. So it's too much energy and they do stupid things. And once
Mm-hmm.
people get it, then we can, do better.
Yeah. Chill Will Cruz says, I love shopping, but I do have an impulsive behavior with buying different styles of cups. My husband said, babe, don't buy another cup. There's no room in these cabinets.
Oh, you're
And
one of those people. This is like
we all
category
have our flaws. Yeah.
cups. Y'all be buying cups, makeup, and I'm sure back inside the day, some of y'all might not know about this, but y'all was probably buying mad stuff from over the rainbow and Payless and buying your Payless shoes, stacking up the boxes. I remember those. I remember those days. And hats,
um,
hats, and rhinestone dresses with all sorts of fruitkins on it.
no, I don't know who you've been who you've been around, who you've been watching, but rhinestone dresses.
I don't know. You know them dress. Well, not rhinestones. It just be like them dresses that like shine and glitter. And
Oh,
it's got those little round things that if you rub it too hard, they'll like fall off or something.
oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've never owned anything like that.
Um,
Vaughn said she see $500 and get excited.
I would too. Nah, when you don't excite me. But it's good to have. But I think when we first get money and get it inside an abundant amount, the first thing you should do is purpose to at least put half somewhere. Like, because it's like
Hmm.
when you don't have something, the first thing is, I want to get this, I want to get that. I want to get that. And then once you realize you don't really need certain things, that's how I am with clothes. Yes, do I have some nice fashions? But I purpose not to overspend on fashions, and I just, oh, let me keep my stuff clean. Let me do this and that. People saying, oh, I'm gonna buy all this and buy all that. Then it's out of season, and then you feel bad because you want to try to impress other people by spending all this money on impulse buying for clothes. And it's like, why? People are still gonna talk about you. People are still gonna point fingers, and people still gonna judge. So it doesn't make sense to be a spruced up version for somebody to still cast judgment at you. Save
Yeah.
your money.
Wanda said I got caught stealing that Payless before. I wish I would have had money to buy my shoes.
Stealing them China shoes.
Um, um, I said what I said. So she didn't wear Payless shoes. They hurt her feet. I
Yes.
actually, I actually couldn't wear a lot of shoes. I did shop at Payless because their shoes were comfortable. Believe it or not, they were comfortable on my feet. A lot of the and even I would have to spend a whole lot of money, or I would get the Payless shoes. Both were comfortable, but the Payless shoes, of course, cost less. Janice says she doesn't wear makeup, but she does like perfume and candles.
Mm. Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether you wear makeup or whether you wear that Bobby Brown or the Mac. You are you.
Here comes shit. Here come sick Shanice.
Yeah, sequins, them sequins dresses. That what it is. And them sequins
She
hats.
all in her sick bed.
Yes, yeah. Women
Shanice.
spending $300 and $400 on some church hat for Sunday, like to see who's got the biggest bird's nest on their head. I remember those days too.
Dang, Wanda. Santa says she doesn't own any name brand clothing or bags. Yeah, I don't I'm not into name brands. I like what I like.
Exactly. Like you don't have to spend a fortune.
Okay,
Like I
Shanice.
said. Uh,
Would you say real?
so with people, don't look at social media too much as far as, oh, I want to look like this in fashion. You can
Mm-hmm.
still look good. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you look good, you feel good. And it's like you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. You can put together pieces of clothing and still look, nice. Like that's what
I
I
agree.
used to do. Like I used to buy, okay, yeah, expensive pair of jeans, but then it's just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw on a nice button up or a white tee, do a little push-ups, and I'm fine. It doesn't have to be, oh wow, yo, look at me, I got this, my glasses and that. And what happens 3 years from now? It's just like you got Gucci and Prada and all that stuff, and it's out of season. And now you're thinking inside your mind, dang, should I wear this? Because this is out of season. Like, all the women who bought these, I'm gonna buy a house of Darions and all this other stuff. And now it's, or like last year's red bottoms. They were like
Mm-hmm.
midriff. Now it's out of style. They stuck with it.
Hmm. Shadow says he misses Payless.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said. Said she was hooked on QVC and HSN online TV shopping. She was hooked on getting packages delivered to the house for about a year.
You was watching that white guy with the beard yelling, talking about, as seen on TV. And then the lady come in and, yes, this. And it's like, oh, this special deal. It's normally $200, but now we'll put it on sale for you for $199.99. And it's
Right.
like, mm-hmm, knocking a penny
Uh-huh.
off, tricking people.
They get people too. I said what I said. So Wanda is a reformed gangster.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I do too, Janice. Popular House, Lord, I lost it. Popular House?
I remember that. Popular House, Reader's Digest, Jet Magazine, Essence.
Yeah, I don't remember Popular House.
Seen that in my auntie's house.
Hmm. Oh Lord, who that says I'm old as dirt? So when I was growing up, appearance was very important. I would get a beating if my hair was out of place. So I
Still
still
miss.
spend money on my appearance, clothes, jewelry, fragrance, etc. Yes, sometimes it comes with your upbringing.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but my thing is, you don't have to go insane or go broke doing it, because some of these places, they'll make the same exact clothing and put different tags,
Hmm.
and it'll be from the same retailer, and
Uh
this
huh.
thing will cost 300, but then this one will cost 55, and they're just
Yep,
dyeing it a different color and putting a different tag on it. They've
that's
admitted that.
true. Yep, they do that. Wanda says, I said what I said. Honestly, we can tell you some stories. I think stealing was the worst of it, though. And of course, I grew up in the project, so we had to fight. But yes, I had my days of thievery. She's a reformed thief.
Five fingered
Hey,
sticky.
look, we all have a past. I That's not my history, but I ain't gonna tell you everything about my past. We all have a past.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she said, oh, and gambling.
Y'all scratch off tickets.
Oh, no, no, no. Shanice, you know the rules. You know the rules. Why are you playing? I'm going to drop you if you say anything. The first time you say anything wrong, I'm going to drop you. You hear me? Y'all pray for this girl that she doesn't get dropped today, okay? She's supposed to be sick, but she wants to come on the panel. Okay, let's see what she has to say. You better behave.
Hey
Mm-hmm.
everybody, happy Monday. God bless. Hello, panel guests. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Shadice.
All
Hope you feel
right.
better.
Thank you, y'all. I'm sick for real, okay? Cause I would have
Okay.
been up here running my mouth. Can y'all hear my voice? Y'all hear it?
Uh-huh. We hear
I'm gonna try not to cough on here, so y'all please forgive me. But yes, I have to be transparent real quick. Like I said, I am impulsive in many areas of my life. I'm not going to lie. When I get angry, I will shut everything down, and I will disappear. I don't even tell people that I'm gone. They just wake up and say, "Where Shanice at?" Not here. Like I'm a impulsive, I guess, cutter offer. Like I would just end it. I am an impulsive shopper, especially when it's like a sale, because I think I have what they call it, the fear of missing out, especially when it's limited edition. Like, yeah, got to get it. I will borrow money. I will you know, I will reschedule stuff because I just got
it.
to have it. Like, you know, now I don't go broke, but it get very close. The funds to be getting low a little piece. It really does.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to my limited edition ice cream. And if it's like kitchen items like a new pie, a Rachel Ray, you know, I got to have it. I have to have it. I don't care about name brand. As far as clothes, I don't care about that because I look good in anything I put on. Because I
I know
make the
that's
clothes.
right.
The clothes do not make me. So I don't care about the name brand. I don't wear makeup, because hey, skin is sensitive. So however I look is how I look. Can't do it. But I will shop. Amazon is my friend. Walmart is my best friend. DoorDash,
No, that's right.
DoorDash is I be beefing with them sometimes because they overcharge for everything. But I like them because they have those limited edition ice creams that I can't get nowhere else. So they get my coins too. You know. And when I say ice cream, I mean like $12 a pint. So
Yeah.
yes, I have a problem. I do. Y'all pray for my wallet and my pockets and whoever I marry, because my husband gonna have to pick up the tab after a while. Hmm. Okay,
Well,
I'm done.
you still in your
I'm
30s.
not gonna say nothing else. I'm not gonna say
You still
nothing
in your
else.
30s, so you have time. You know you're
I
still
do.
young. You're still
Aren't
young.
you? Aren't you inside your 30s or something?
I'm 34.
Yeah, you still got time. You still got time. You still got time.
No,
You
but
know.
I don't
But
want to keep spending my money. I want to spend his money. So I mean, hello. I have other things to buy, okay? And I will spend on here, but whew,
It's all right, but this what I can say about that. We all gotta look at it differently too. Sometimes, even if you do spend, you can sit and think about it as regret, but also remember, as long as y'all not poor out on the street, all this kind of stuff. And I know that a lot of you can agree with this. God will somehow always keep you afloat. Like that's what He does with His children. So, look at it
absolutely.
like that. We don't have to sit here and be like, "Dang, I want all this and all that." Look at the brighter side. It's keeping you afloat. Keeping you. You're still here. Y'all still alive. You got food to eat. Y'all got good friends online. Hopefully, in good life. So, hey,
Yeah, okay, so I will say this. I do not um I'll say this. I know I pay all my bills and stuff first, so I'm not that impulsive where I'm spending all the money. I don't spend money that I need. It's like my leftover money that I might have put aside to go to the movies or to, buy somebody a gift or whatever. If I just want to be nice, they might have to wait. Uh, they might have to wait if I see a pot that I want or a pen that I want or that ice cream, like they just gotta wait. So, but I don't spend my bill money. All of that stuff get paid, and then my extra money, I just I go a little wild.
hmm until
So
Bath and Body
yeah.
sends you that coupon that
Oh no,
five for
oh no,
20,
honey,
five
child.
for
I don't.
25
I
inside the mail,
real,
or that
real. I told
Victoria's Secret
real,
5 pennies for $30.
real. I told you I don't care about no name brand. I don't wear that stuff. Sugar, I don't.
That's
I
what's up.
don't. I don't care about Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, none of that. I get my perfume from Walmart.
Oh, excuse me. They got some
Oh
good
yes,
ones at
I
Marshalls
do.
too. They got some good ones at Marshalls too. Well,
Walmart is my. I
listen,
said Walmart is my best friend. Okay, you not listening to learn me. See, there we go. There we go.
oh my
Huh.
gosh.
But yeah.
You getting
Mhm.
ready to start treading, Shanice.
What?
Behave. Behave.
I did not. What I do?
Behave.
I did not do anything. I ain't commented on
It's
his look,
hilarious.
on that voice or nothing. I didn't say a word. I said all I need to say on Thursday. Okay, I already wore him out. It's fine. Okay, everybody knows.
Don't get
Y'all don't
dropped.
see me. Y'all know you know what I give, and that's all it is. Period.
Don't get dropped.
Oh no, it's no reason. I already cut up in epic proportion on Thursday. Yeah, so it's fine. What?
I'm
Y'all are
kidding.
funny.
Absolutely. I'm
Where's
sorry. I just seen a message that that's never gonna happen. Okay, real sugar.
I don't think
Proud
Shanice
sugar.
really want to be on here.
Who?
I don't think my daughter wants to be on here today, y'all. I
Yes,
think
I do. What
she's
I
trying.
did.
You know how your children try you?
But I'm not trying nothing.
And
I told y'all I'm on my best behavior.
yeah,
See,
I
Ma, I
like
said I ain't
doing for
did
others too,
nothing.
Janice.
She's doing
Okay.
okay. She's doing
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I said I cut up enough on Thursday. Now, do y'all want me to refresh y'all memory or what?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay then.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so take what I'm giving. I'm doing good.
Senna wants to know what you know about five panties for $30 real.
Oh
What you know about
wow,
Oh,
that?
yeah, that part. Answer
come
that.
on. I told you, growing up and being in college and working at all
Ah,
these places, I
uh-huh.
made it my choice to learn instead of just hopping in the bed all the time. Like I told you, I became friends with a lot of people, and it's just me and listened. I actually sat and
Mm.
listened, and I seen, okay, this is because people be like, oh, this is what women like, and oh, she gonna like this, and it's like, no, why don't you actually listen? Listen, because people want to just argue and think they know the best of things, and it's like whether you're male or female, you can have more wisdom than somebody else. It doesn't matter. So I made it my choice to still listen to certain people, whether they're male or female, younger or older.
I'm gonna put my comment in the chat
I'm
so I'll
I'm
be
just
dry.
I'm just gonna
Who wasn't buying panties in
go
college?
on mute and read the comments, and I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Let's see what other comments that we got. Real his sisters. It sounds like, a few. But I'm being honest. I just told you I had friends growing up. Like when every guy was trying to do his thing, I was just trying to make things better. You know what I'm saying? So instead of okay, I'm gonna do this and hop inside the bed with this one and that one, by my parents doing certain things and being inside this thing or the military or whatever, I learned certain things. So it's like, say for instance, I did my part back to certain people that I would see inside the hood. So say for instance, a couple of women who didn't know how to cook. I'm like, okay, well, I have a culinary background to a certain extent. I'm gonna help you learn how to cook so that you can be a great, person to whoever you start to date or teach this person this or that. If we all start to learn things that the opposite sex knows and help teach each other, then we can be better as a people. But people don't realize that, like if it's an opposite way of thinking. So if I know something that I can teach a woman or a man, I'm going to do that. And if a woman knows something that she could teach a man, he can do that. Like there's women out here who are financially literate and know about finances. And there's some men that just don't. Okay, a man can be humble enough to be able to listen to that woman for financial literacy. A man can be able to teach a woman certain things like, okay, this is what you do for eating this or cooking or something. Like we all work together instead of this whole fighting and I'm better than you and you're supposed to listen to me. Like it's because it's all messed up. It's all jumbled. So we help each other. That's how I look at it.
Okay, real. I appreciate your comments and
Mhm.
for looking out, you know, for the opposite gender.
Well, real, let's be friends then. How about that?
Shanice, Shanice,
Hey,
Let's
Shanice,
be
you
friends,
gonna get
real.
dropped.
Shanice, Shanice.
Let's be friends, sugar.
I ain't saying anything.
Don't say
Huh?
anything real. She hard headed, but when we get off this live,
Hmm.
I gotta make a phone call.
Oh, I'm not gonna answer. I'm unavailable.
Oh,
Just like you was gonna drop and block me on Thursday. You see how it feels? See there. I did not forget. You see? That part. So
hmm.
yes, real, you wanna be my friend?
I'm not saying that. I
No,
can't say that. No, Alex is
he
pedo. Alex has to make that decision.
I'm
Um,
just saying.
not available. He has enough friends.
Oh no, he don't. Not better than me.
Yeah,
That part.
Bill has enough friends. He's not. The applications are no longer
No, 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 no,
available.
no. I have the favor on
He
my
has
life, so
he has
he can,
enough friends.
real,
Bill, don't pay her any mind.
real.
She
I'm
get ready to get
listening.
dropped.
I'm listening. I'm here, y'all. I'm, I'm everybody friend.
Oh, you muted me again. Answer the question.
I thought we are all friends up here.
Oh no, you know what I mean. Don't play with me.
You see what I'm saying? Real.
Don't be putting me on those
Don't pay
spot.
her any mind. Don't pay her any mind.
Can neither confirm nor deny at this moment.
Yeah,
I
I
will keep my
bet.
mouth shut.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you, Real.
Happy
Thank you,
Monday.
Real.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Mom, what you have to say? Cause I need to hear another voice. Vaughn, say something.
I actually had a question for real, like a sincere question. So real, when you was doing this, was you with your friends when they was buying the underwear, or was you buying the underwear and giving it to them? That's all I want to know.
No, it's just anything. It doesn't matter. Like I didn't look at it like that. It's just like, okay, that's what they liked. And it's like, okay, when certain holidays came around, okay, here's this. I know that's what you like. Like it would just be something like that. Or I see that that's what they would like.
What?
Like it was just a regular thing for me. Like I just was just I upheld the real definition of a friend. Like, does that make sense? So that's gonna come off
Okay.
weird to a lot of people, but it's just
Mhm.
like that was me. That was me. You know, like uh, even in college, I was the type of person where people, okay, this female can feel comfortable where we're dorming and then sleeping inside the same bed. I'm not going to do anything. You know, like I
What?
would just yes,
Oh, okay.
because I wasn't thinking about stuff like that. Yes, okay, my body
Oh,
might have produced
really?
certain hormones. Yes, yes, it the thoughts, but I'm just like, no, like why ruin that? Does that make sense? Why of course,
Mhm.
my human flesh body, while I'm here, is gonna think things, but I'm not gonna impulse on them.
Hmm.
So you had
Interesting.
that much self control in college?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Girl, ain't it interesting? I'm curious.
Whoo, child. Mighty
So I don't
God.
know how we went from being impulsive to
That that
buying
is being
Well,
panties.
impulsive. It's like
he
impulsive.
talk
I
about
could have did that.
impulse control, Miss Alice. He had control, self control. Fruit of the spirit, girl. He's buying, undies, and being a good friend. Hmm. Okay, but that's all
I
I
mean,
want to know. I'm gonna go, Miss Alice.
why not? But why can't people be good friends to somebody that you can count on? Like I wanted to be the person to bring that definition back.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was such a good friend where it's like, okay, even now that person started dating somebody, and then it's just like, okay, and I was cool with them. You want to come over and eat or something like that? Because people just knew me. Like it's just like I was just a
Well,
little bit different. Like
be, because Senna, I don't know if you read my comment. I'm not gonna say it up here, but I said in the chat my reason for being shocked.
I'm
That
sorry.
I know, Miss
I mean, it's the same thing. If a girl liked fried chicken, and then if she was my friend and we were both cool, I'll
Alice.
buy you some fried chicken. Like it's just
I
like
mean, okay. Have
I'm
have I
going on
re-
mute.
have I received
Y'all
chicken
talk.
dinners? You know what I'm saying? Uh, perfume, jewelry. Um, you know, yes. But like I said in the chat, there's okay. In my opinion, okay, and keep in mind, y'all, I'm 31. Okay, but in my opinion, the only time a man buys you underwear, okay, or undergarments is when they want to see you in them. So I've never had that experience of a man saying,
that
"Here,
is
Vaughn,
true.
I was thinking about you, and I want you to wear these for somebody else." I've never had that experience.
But if you're a friend though, like if you're a friend, and then that's what your mind is processing, and it's just like, okay, I'm a friend. That's what that person liked. That's the meaning of it. It wasn't like, oh, everybody got that. I'm gonna purposely do that. You know what I mean? It's just like, or it could be like, okay, I know you like to stencil and draw and be creative. Here goes some markers or something. It was just me being thoughtful. And then I would just go on about my day. Like I would do it. And then it'd just be like, I wasn't expecting anything. Sometimes I wouldn't even speak to some of my friends after that. I'm like, oh, well, I would want
Wait,
somebody
wait,
to
wait,
treat me
wait,
like that.
wait. So you would buy them certain things and then you wouldn't speak to them?
No, it'd just be like, if they were my friends, like, okay, let's say that the semester ended. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's like sometimes people just don't keep in contact with people. And then it's just like, I wasn't gonna sit there like, oh, I did all this and that, and now you gotta speak to me. It's just like, okay. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
like we all went on to our respective professions or stopped college. Like it doesn't matter. That's what I mean by
Oh,
stop
it
talking.
sounds like you were given end of the year gifts, or like you said, semester gifts.
Yeah. Or while we were all friends, like, or and it would be done for me. Like I used to play the PS4 back then somewhere. So then they were like, oh, here's the Call of Duty game, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just stuff like that. And see, the thing was, I think why I was able to have that many friends like that, most
Mm-hmm.
guys would take advantage of that situation. So
Mm-hmm.
they knew that, oh, well, we know he not going to try to force or try something, because some females actually will want that, but then it
Mm-hmm.
would kind of backfire because then they would end up really liking me, like, oh, you're different and this and that. And I really like you and I want to do something. And I'm just like, oh, like, and I would have to
Ah. Mm-hmm.
impulse myself to be like, no, like, let's just keep it cool. Like, you
Mm.
said you got hurt, you said this and that. So I'm trying to show you that there's good people out here. That's just the way my
Mm-hmm.
mind, I don't know if it was something that was already instilled in me or something. That's just how my mind worked.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yes, once in a while, like a kiss might have came, but most of the, like, let's say 85% of the time, it was a
Mm-hmm.
no. Like I would just like, cause that would be them trying.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
okay. So what? Okay. So my question is this. Okay, what
okay.
would their response be? To the undies. That's what I want to know. Would they be like, "Oh, real, thank you so much. I've been needing to go shopping," or was it just like, "Oh, thank you"? What was their
Um,
response?
Let me see. One person, yeah, they was like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it." Gave me a hug and was like, "This is so thoughtful of you." And then, um, somebody else was just like, "Yeah, like, oh yeah, like actually, yeah, like, oh, my man's gonna love this or something like that." And I was like, "Oh,
What?
yeah, man." But that's
Oh,
just what it was, you know. Like, does that
mm.
make sense? Like,
Wait.
that's
Okay.
just
Okay. I got another question.
okay.
You knew the right size too.
Yeah, of course,
How
I
did you
would
know?
ask certain questions.
But wait. How did you know the right
Wow.
size? Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, I mean,
Yeah.
I can look at somebody
Wow.
and tell, like, okay, you're 14, oh, you're 3, oh, you're 16. I just know
Oh
these
wow.
things because I paid attention. I paid
Mhm.
attention. You know what I'm saying? Just like with some of these guys out here, I'm gonna buy all this. I was like, well, what if they just want your attention with something semi-expensive? So I would teach
Mhm.
guys that too. Like, listen to stop doing things what you think and do what they actually want or love and stop wasting your money on stuff like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that. Because sometimes it's just time. Like you could spend $100 on a gift versus spending 1,000, but it's how you do it and how you
Mhm.
give it. Somebody will appreciate it.
I'm just trying to think of one friend of mine that has ever bought me, and I just can't. But listen, I have one more question, and then I'm done. Do you remember how Kanye used to dress Kim Kardashian? Are you one of those?
Wait, what?
Do you remember how Kanye used to dress Kim Kardashian? Are you one of those?
Oh, like to let somebody see everybody. This is what my person is working with or something.
No, 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 honey. When he would style her.
Oh no, no.
Uh-huh. Tell him,
Hmm.
and guess who she married? That man. Uh-huh. And and I like gifts too. I like gifts.
Yeah, no,
Real.
there's nothing wrong with gifts. I'm just
I
trying
like
to figure
gifts.
real out for a second,
I
y'all.
can't wait to see my
Because like
gift.
say
Real,
so
what you
some of
gonna
these
get me?
like
Cut
some
it
of these
out,
Real,
females
Shanice.
would be less fortunate than
real.
others.
What you
And
gonna
Cut it
then
get
out,
me?
Shanice.
I
my
like gifts. I mean,
Shanice,
well,
you
that's
gonna
when
get
I
us
was
in
younger
trouble.
when I had more. I'm saying like my family, like my uncle and certain
Hmm.
people, like I'm not gonna get into it, but my grandmother and certain people were very prominent people in the things that they did in society.
Mhm.
So when they did that mark to be remembered in, history, then it's just like, I guess that was kind of instilled in me. I have no idea. Like, that just is what it is. And people are like, oh, this or that's a little suspect or a little fruity and stuff like that. And I'm like,
No, no,
no,
no,
you're the
no,
one fruity
no.
thinking that because I'm
I,
trying to be a true gentleman. No, no, I'm not talking about
right.
you, but I
Oh, okay.
would
I was gonna
hear
say
that
I
from
wasn't
people.
thinking that.
No, I don't care what people
I'm
think,
thinking
but
something else, but you didn't answer my last question right, so you
I
can pass
mean,
that.
if you explain it a little bit more, I can answer it like Styles.
Okay. What I wanted to know was, did you? Okay, don't get offended, right?
I'm
Because
not gonna get offended.
it's really just how my mind is up here working.
We're
Okay,
teaching each
so
other right now.
I was thinking you were the kind of guy who that you are giving, right? You're like, oh, I saw this and I was thinking about you. But I was thinking maybe because seriously, men and buying underwear, like I said, unless they want to see you in it, it's just never happened, right? But I was thinking maybe you just like to style the woman that you're interested in, or even that you like. It's like I think this will look nice on you. You understand
Oh,
what I'm
I see
saying?
what you said. In my younger days, I actually did do that with this
Mhm.
one or two females that I was friends with, and I know they had showed potential interest, and they wanted to
Mhm.
feel better about themselves. So I'm just like, okay,
Mhm.
well, you want to do this, you want to do that. Here, how about you try this or that? And it's like if they express interest, but then I would be like,
Mhm.
well, if we are we do. If not, may you already be prepared for this next man or somebody that you meet. Like that's how it would be. Or somebody like, oh, my teeth and all this stuff. So I'll be like, if you feel that way about it, here, I'm gonna come with you. We're gonna fill out this form. You feel this way about yourself, and we're gonna see if we could get you some braces. I wasn't paying for it,
Okay.
but you get
Now
it?
I figured you out. Yes, I understand completely. I get it. I get
Because
it.
I don't want people feeling crazy and sad and bad about themselves. So I would just be like, okay, somebody cares, somebody's here, and it's just like I was the dude where it's like even I was somewhere inside the middle. I could either sit with the popular crowd or I could sit with the geeks and the underlings and the underdogs. Like I didn't care. Like anybody was my friend. That's how I looked at it. Like nobody less gets it. I was dapping up the geeks. I was dapping up the people that got picked on. I was dapping up and hanging out with the popular crowd. And when I was on the football team, it didn't matter. Like anybody was my friend. Like just because you look a certain way, I'm not gonna discard you like that. So I was that dude. Like if you needed a hug, certain females they would feel so bad about it. I'm like, man, stop worrying about what these people say. And then okay, we're gonna help you do this or do that. Like just something like that. And now they feel better. Now they can go and be with somebody or something. That's just the way I looked at life. Like as a listen, y'all, that's what friends do. Like that's what a real friend does. Whether you're this same sex or a different sex, if you have a friend, they're gonna help you feel good. They're gonna help you look your best. They're gonna help you, when you having a bad day, it's like, yo, don't even worry about it. We've been through worse. Let's get it. Oh, I'm gonna make you laugh. Like that's what a real friend is going to do. Like you just bring it back to what a friendship originally means. Like that's what I was doing. So it seems weird to people, but that's what friends do. Like, like that's just what friends do. Oh, if it's a female, oh, I'm sick. I can't eat nothing right now. I was like, okay, I'm going to whip something up. And it would be the same thing for me. They'd whip something up for me when I wasn't feeling good, or, oh, my car broke down on the road. So my car broke down too. I'll catch a cab or Uber, and it's like I'm changing your wheel. I'm helping you out. Like it would just be something like that. So
Well,
then, oh
I'm
yeah,
sick right now. I'm sick right now, real for real. So
if I nurse you back to health, you wouldn't want me to leave, so I can't do that.
I mean, well, hey, the truth is the truth. So you right. Hmm.
But
You
if
know.
everybody thought like that, things could be better. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, why would a man sit there and it's just like, okay, if this woman, right? if she expressed that, okay, I like you, but I'm not really into you, then it's like, okay, but we could be good friends. And then some men just wanna, I want your panties, and then they run women away when you could potentially have a really good friend with this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the same thing with men and women. Like, it's just that's how you build up a friendship. And then men will get mad and say, "Oh, this woman put me inside our friend zone." Okay, so what? Now you gotta have somebody to count on, and she could count on you. Like dudes would get mad at me, like, "Man, you friend zone with these females." I'm like, okay, and then they would get pissed. They would get mad, and I'm like, but I'm not doing anything. They would still be mad. And I'm like, I'm just being a gentleman. But those same guys that was pointing judgment and all that stuff started following suit and trying to be gentlemen themselves.
Let me turn this around here. One question, real. Did you marry any one of those women that you was coddling and friendshipping and all of that? Did you marry one of them?
Can I answer this question about anything about my personal life up on this YouTube studio? Nope.
That answered my question enough for me. So
How do you know it?
this
How
is
do you
not the sex education of real and how to befriend women and not getting the Von sitting over there living vicariously through real. She needs a low key and getting an extra friendship through real. And real ain't got
Absolutely.
and real ain't got
Wait a
all of that.
minute.
Yeah, real ain't got all the dang answers, okay?
I don't.
First
But
of
when
all,
you work on your
I'm not
Oh,
impulse,
living.
oh
I'm not
my
living.
God, the shade.
Yes,
I'm not
and
living
I have
vicariously through real. He buy underwear and don't want to see you in them. That's a
uh-huh.
problem for me, honey.
Well,
Uh-uh.
at the end of the day, this is impulse buying. Okay, this show supposed to be about impulsive buying, not the regenerification of real. Okay, so
it goes with impulse. Like
I
if you
just
hold on
had
to your impulses, you can develop friendships. Like, does that make sense? Like if you hold
yeah,
off on some of your impulse,
yes.
some things
wholeheartedly,
could go far. You know, like it
wholeheartedly.
But
can.
see, I just
But then
wanted to
feelings could get
know.
involved.
I just wanted to get to know real a little bit more and try because I'm sincere, y'all. When I tell y'all, I've never heard of that. In my opinion, okay, no shade, real. But if a man buys you undergarments, he wants to see you in them. And
That might be
I
the
feel
case.
I feel bad for those women that real bought undergarments for and didn't see them in them. You probably messed them up. Do you understand that? See, I
Yeah,
wasn't gonna
real
say that.
just clapping. Real is clapping.
No, I'm not capping. And you know what? It's funny that you said that because somebody did say that to my sister before. Like, I wanted him to, But I didn't know that that would have came out of that. It's just like because when you do certain things like that that a normal man won't do, it's like it can make somebody start to harbor
Yeah,
certain
you
feelings.
would
So
make
I
me
get
feel
it.
insecure. It'd be like, what is he trying to say? I've been wearing the
Well,
same
I want to
underwear,
know what
like
real
what
going.
is it?
Well, I want to know what he was going to college for. Was he going to college to study women, or was he going to college to study business? Cause sound like
I'm hollering.
he made women a whole new class that they wasn't even teaching that on the campus, in my opinion. And
No,
so,
no. When
yeah,
I went to
yeah.
college, so the thing is, I might not look that good. Like to me, I think I'm like a 6 or 7. But I
I
guess
know
the
you
way that
give
I
Hmm.
yourself 6 or 7.
carried myself,
Here you
it's
go.
like certain people could have
Wait a
been
minute.
attracted.
Hold them up.
So
Hold them up,
Shanice say
real.
you a 10.
Real.
no,
Shanice say you a
You
10.
no,
put
not by
yourself.
far.
Hey, real, you put yourself high on the mark, dog. Talk about a 6 or 7. I heard you slide that 7 in there.
Wow, sis.
Probably
The
before,
Wow.
shade. Oh
yeah,
my
and
God.
before the
I mean,
conversation
if
be
I
over
get a
with, he'll
shape
be a
up and work on my skin and all that stuff, of course
yeah,
I'll probably be a 7 or something
yeah.
like that.
That's what I was thinking because before the alive is over, with, you could probably slide
Father.
up there to an 8 or a 9, if not 10.
I don't know. I don't have that kind of pride in me.
Oh, okay,
This
just a
is too
nine and a
much.
half, then, huh?
Not even that. Not even that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just chill. But it's just like it wasn't a study women. It's just like if I had that kind of attitude where it was just like I walked into a room and it's like, yo, what's up, everybody? Like, or I was the type of person when we worked on the projects, people kind of didn't want to talk. So I would take leadership of the group and I'm like, okay, you know what? You do this, you handle the slides, but I'm gonna present the project. And I was
Okay.
doing that for every class. And some people
Yeah.
like that, or they're like, dang, like, and then
Real
I
is
feel guilty.
giving
I'm not
male.
knocking it. I'm not knocking it at all. But any women that's single in the live that's listening to the replay, real is a one of a kind. This is not how dudes act. So don't go out there, y'all, trying to find
Father,
somebody like real, because it ain't,
I'm
it
done.
ain't happening. It ain't real, okay? This is
Sis,
just
That's
real
he
The
but
doing this.
shade, my
like say
goodness.
for instance, like there's
he's
not one
giving.
woman up here that will
I
say
didn't
like,
say
oh
nothing about
no,
simping.
no, no,
I
no, no.
said
But I
nothing
just
about
hear
that.
like they, men will probably take advantage of the situation, and it's like, but no woman could come out like, oh, he tried to holler at me and he tried to do this behind the scene. No, I have respect for y'all.
I
Like
knew
that's
it.
just me. Like I'm just not gonna, you know,
I'm
you're
gonna use
gonna hang me.
I'm gonna use Shanice word, sugar. I never said you didn't have no respect
Oh,
for women, sugar, and I
Yes,
sis.
understand.
sugar.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
sugar.
Stop it,
Yeah,
Shanice.
No,
baby.
sis.
We
I,
had
I'm
no.
I'm I'm
We never said
I'm right
that.
about him. That's all I'm
Okay,
gonna say.
okay,
I'm right
Mom.
about real.
Yeah,
I'm right
yeah,
about him.
and it's good that he studied women so he can, help teach his daughters and everything. But I just
Mm.
want the audience to know that this is a one of a kind. This is an exception and not the rule. Okay, that's all I
Y'all
got to say about it.
don't listen to her.
And it's the same thing for like my brothers. I help them out too, but some of them probably just look like, they want to play this thing online where it's like, oh, we got to be hard and all this stuff. And I'm like, you ain't got to do that. It's like, hey, if I can help you or motivate you up as a brother,
Right.
but so many men up here too want to, play this hard role. And it's just like, bruh, like
Yeah.
if you need somebody to talk to, or if I do one of my lives and start dancing around and stuff, I know people are sad. I know this. People need happiness to be stimulated within their serotonin to get through their week. I am very aware of this. And it's like,
Hmm.
if I can help somebody, why
Right.
not? Because I know what it is. Like, I've been through some things that were like, most people probably couldn't handle that type of pain. They just wouldn't. So
Well,
I'm
are
like,
you
Mm.
are you advising folks to go to Victoria's Secrets and purchase things that you purchase for women also, while you making
My
everybody
God.
laugh?
no,
Hey,
no,
listen, he the
that
one
was
who put it
something
out
I did
there.
inside. That was something I did inside my 20s, like as I was learning things or
Oh, okay.
something.
So
Like,
you're not giving out that type of advice no more, right?
yeah, no, like it's just
Oh, okay.
as
But
you
wait, real.
turn.
I have a question. I have a
Okay.
Okay.
question. So in your 20s, what
Look at her.
inspired you to do that? Like, was it hush, sis? Was it your mother, sister, female cousin? Who was it that made you feel like, we men need to listen to women more and do things for them? Who put that in you?
Um, it wasn't really somebody put it, it was things that I saw. Like it was like I saw that certain women and or men were doing certain things that men were supposed to be doing or women are supposed to be doing, right? And there was this stigma put on something where, oh, this and that. And it's just like from certain things I've seen or even encountered inside my life, it's like it doesn't matter who does the job, whoever gets the job done and who's ever well qualified for it. Yes, us men are supposed to stand up and do these things, right? But people have to realize we're in a whole different times and things are so lax due to the geographical place of where we live at. Things are much easier. Like we don't live inside of countrysides and stuff. So things are different. So now I saw everything started getting jumbled up. Okay, the women inside the workforce, men doing this, men doing that. Instead of women being cooks, now men were being cooks at major restaurants. And I saw all this as a whole. So sometimes women, they would lose their self-worth because I guess certain men probably wouldn't talk to them or pay them a time of day. So I'm like, it's okay for you to be a woman. Like you be a woman or this man be a man. And then certain women would be like, well, I know that I'm not getting picked, so I have to do this for myself. And I was like, it's okay. Like sometimes you can't just sit around and it's like, oh, I want a man, it's this, and this. But if men are playing games in your 20s, right? Then what else choice do you have? At that point, do it yourself until you find somebody who can. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Like, why give yourself to somebody who's just going to play games and lie to you and do this and
But
that?
that's what men do in their 20s, real. So be
But
realistic.
Hmm.
Be
that's my
realistic.
point.
I don't care how you look, who picked you, or whatever. When you're in your 20s, more times out of 10, everybody is playing games on both sides of the fence.
Facts,
Okay.
facts.
And
But
so,
there was a
and I
good
and
group
I
of women that
understand
weren't.
yeah, I
You know,
understand the motivation, and I understand that you're trying to that you're trying to motivate people, and that's wonderful and great. But trust me, anybody in their 20s, the women that's more than likely wasn't getting picked, it's because you can't just sit at home every day and think about what happened to you and think somebody go knock on the door and say hello, is real there, so I want to see if I can date you. So sometimes,
Hmm.
people have to get out, they have to commingle, they have to, get out into society if they want to be picked, because I can guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, if you're in your 20s and you're not being picked, that's because you stand at the house or you're being secluded. And so you have to work on that first in order for anybody to see you. And you're absolutely right. You do have to have some self confidence about yourself, because men are hunters and they can see anything on a woman, and they know who have low self esteem. They know who have a lot of self esteem. And so you
Exactly.
guys pick up on that trait or what have you. But I just advise folks to get out the house if they want a mate or what have you. All you have to do is just get out the house, and somebody will see you. That's all. That's all, and that's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
So
I
it ain't no
mean,
special recipe to it or nothing like
I
that.
mean, for some, but
And
some could still go out the house and still like the men will just be like, okay, and I'm gonna just add her as another notch on my belt, like like
exactly, that's what men do, though. And these
no,
days, that's what women are doing. I mean, this
of
it's the
course the
that's the
hot
nature
girl
of the
summer type
game,
girls and the pimp like I'm very
right?
aware of this on both sides. But you know
Yeah,
what? It sucks too with certain women where I generally try to fix this stigma that's held on certain guys. And sometimes in public, certain women will just look at me like, ugh, like you're one of those guys, or he's gonna holler, or they automatically have an attitude problem. And I'm
but
like,
that's
what can
because
I
of their
do?
past. A lot of people,
Exactly.
bring their past to their current relationship. So, and that, but that's just something that you have to grow. Just like being impulsive, okay? You have to learn how to not to be impulsive. And when Alice asked that question today, I looked at the chat and I saw how many women that's up in age and they're still impulsive, and it made me feel good about myself because it made me feel like I'm not the only one that's
Right.
still impulsive.
Of
And it just
course.
it just lets you know that's something that you have to work on every day, and it's something that's not gonna happen all at once, and it's something that it looks like that all people have to work on. It's not like it's something wrong with you or you. It's like it's happening for everybody. All kind of
Right.
ages responded to the question. And so when I saw that, that just made me feel like, okay, there's nothing wrong with you. When you was just shopping online every day, and I promise you, I was shopping online every day. My TV stayed on QVC and
Right. Right.
HSN.
Right.
And every time I saw something that I thought I needed or I thought was cute or what have you, I would order it. And I kid you not, I actually think I got addicted to seeing the UPS man and the FedEx man.
Hmm.
I think I got addicted to just watch having them come to the house and say, "Hey, you got a package today,"
Because it
because
feels
I
good
wasn't.
to you, to
Yeah,
your
it felt
impulse. It's like a
good.
reward. It rewards your central nervous cortex as a reward system. So it's like like waiting to get that treat. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so and I think I got a high off of them just bringing the package, because once I got the package in the house and I opened it up, nine
Hmm.
times out of ten it wasn't. It was the wrong size, or it didn't look like it did on TV. It's not what you expected. And so
Right.
I didn't stop until my children reminded me, hey, you becoming a shopaholic. You got a problem. You need to stop shopping so much. And that's when I had to open my eyes up and say, hey, you know what? You're right. And I had so much stuff, I couldn't even put it in my closet. And I had a big walk-in closet that had 4 sections, and it had a custom the custom closets that have the cubby holes in them, and I had 4 sections to put my clothes, and I had stuff everywhere. I had filled that closet up, and I can't tell you the amount of money that I spent on the stuff that I bought. And half of the stuff, I probably got price tags on things that I never even wore, but I was just being an impulsive shopper and just buying all that stuff. So I'm just kind of glad that I kind of got out that habit or what have you. Like Miss Wanda said, she's watching her money now. And so that's one thing that I had to stop. And I actually had a lot more money throughout the month once I stopped doing that impulsive shopping.
Right, right. Yeah, you have to put it on there. I'll log that into the computer for you. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
you never told us
Right.
what you had an impulse of doing. You start telling us about buying women underwear and
Buying underwear.
doing
He
stuff
told
in
us.
That
That
college.
was.
was
That
that
was
was
an
impulsive
impulse for you.
behavior.
That
I
was
mean,
impulsive
it could have
behavior.
been an impulse behavior, like, or it's like if I seen a woman was sad and she's like, okay, got picked on in college, it's like, okay, everything's gonna be all right. Here's a
So
hug.
so
But
your
besides that,
impulsive so your impulsive behaviors
Mm,
was to go save some chickens in college. That was
yeah.
impulsive.
or my brothers, like if somebody was getting picked on, like this guy, he used
Hmm.
to like playing this black dude, he used to like playing a guitar and the sax, and people would pick on him, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
bro, I'm like, forget these people, let your creative, shine. And I was like, yo, go to the city and go on the trains and start doing. And he actually started doing that, and now he's famous. His name's Guitaro 5000, and he like
Mm,
it doesn't matter, like. And he was, I was cool with him, and he
Hmm.
actually became somebody. It's like it doesn't matter if it's male or female. It's like what does the word say? It's like help the weak, stand up for them, help, give a helping hand. Like if you know that somebody's in need of something, like there's people out there, right? Whose minds cannot even comprehend the thought of saying no or standing up for themselves, and they'll get
Hmm.
to a point where it'll build up, and it's either they'll lash out or they'll not want to feel like living. So it's like if I can impart something on somebody where they're like, oh, I was feeling like this and I was going to get, because you could see when it gets to that point, like they start losing the light inside their eyes, like they just almost start becoming soulless. So it's like
Hmm.
when somebody can show that there's care,
Hmm.
like I see these things on these people. So
But
it's just like,
I don't call that being impulsive though.
okay, so things
Uh,
that are
to
impulsive.
me, that's just helping people out. Real, being impulsive is doing something that you can control, like like eating too
well,
much or going out
I'm a
and
hoe.
buying things or just doing. To me, that's. I mean, you had self control. You had to wait for somebody that needed that help, and to me, that's just being a being a human and showing humanity. Because
Yeah,
I did the same thing in school. If it was an underdog, then yeah, I wanted to be their friend.
yeah, but it
But
wasn't
I
being
didn't call
people
that
pleasing
being
though.
impulsive though. I mean,
Yeah, it
I just
wasn't
feel
being a
like that's
people
just
pleaser
being,
either.
you
It
know.
was just like I
No,
see what was
I
going
don't
on.
think you're a people pleaser, real. I think you're
Yeah.
a fixer per. You like to fix people.
But yeah, but and the way that I fix it, it's not a force upon, like you have to follow these type of rules. I
Mhm.
will plant a seed and then
Mhm.
it's like whatever happens, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell somebody you need to do this, you need to do that. You're not listening. I'm like, well, you might want to try. See, it's not that I have answers to everything, but I've
Mhm.
done so much inside my life. I'm like, well, how about you try this or try this? And then now
Well,
that you have, it's a try. Because, I
mhm.
hear this often. Oh, I tried everything and it's not working. And I'm like, no, you didn't try everything. There's
Well,
still
Mhm.
certain
don't take this
things.
the wrong way, but I think you've been. I think you're an impulsive shopper. You showed it online one day on your videos when you said that you had all kind of shoes for everybody,
No,
and
no,
some things your kids can wear, some things they can't wear, but you continue to buy,
no,
and you say
no.
that you helping. And I'm not saying that you're not helping other people out and giving that stuff to other people, but I see that as that could be a tad bit of being impulsive shopping. You don't
It's
see it
only
that
once
way?
or twice or three times out of the year that I do that. Like it's like I'll buy something out of the season. And it's like, okay, let me get the when I have, because there's sometimes that I don't have.
That ain't
And it's
what you
like
said in that
it's okay.
video. You said you
No,
shop all the time.
and no, no, no. Remember what I said? I said that I'll do this, and then when they can't fit it anymore, right? I'll
Mm-hmm.
just okay. They wore it for saying they can't fit it, keep it clean, and just resell it. Like why not? Like I saw like there were rich people doing this around me, right? In certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
asked these people like, how do you keep all this money? And they're like, well, we do things that the common folk won't do. Like I knew this white guy, right? This Italian guy, and I was like, how do you keep all this stuff? How are you a millionaire? Like, what are you doing? And then he told me, him and this Jewish man, that I resell my stuff that I don't want or that my kids don't want. I'll do this, I'll collect bottles. And it's like the things that we frown upon, do those things, and who cares what other people think? It's like that's how they're keeping it in. They got like freaking 14 different ways of income coming in. So it's just like, okay, now I found a way where I can continue to sometimes get my kids nice things. Whereas like most people just gonna throw it away or give it away. If I can't sell it, I'll give it away. Why not resell it? And then now I have funds where I can set aside to not spend frivolously, and now I can rebuy them more nice things, but
And
not
that's
expensive
fine, and that's fine if you're not buying things, if you're not buying things on the regular just to resell, because at that point that become impulse shopping to me.
No, that means that you're a smart person who's created an LLC that knows e-commerce very well and can get things to people even in different countries that need them. You know, like, and it's just like, okay, now you're gonna pay this premium price. Like it can be like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But you study the market to see, okay, this is what's in, that's what's in. People are always gonna have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Healthcare is always gonna want to be in, and entertainment's always gonna want to be in. You know, Pokemon, video games, collectibles. It doesn't matter.
So
So
you
when you
got
see
all
these
that
things,
stuff at your house, huh?
I'm very well protected,
I
and I stay
love
near
them
agents.
saying
If anybody's having any ideas, you're not gonna.
I rest my case.
I don't have
Okay.
all
all
those
of
type of things at
look,
my house. Not no
look.
no no no. But I can tell
I
you what I'm
think real
impulsive
is
on.
Yeah.
But
Well, what are
what?
you impulsive on, real?
Wait, before I say that, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
no. Go ahead, ladies first.
Nah, you.
Nuh-uh, because you always try to
Nah.
skirt around the
Yeah.
question. Go ahead and
I ain't
tell
no
us.
Yep.
lady. Go
So
ahead. No.
tell us what. Just tell us the impulse.
Because I was gonna
Hmm.
shut this down in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Y'all
we
got
didn't do
five
nothing.
minutes.
Huh. I don't know. Like just I don't know whoever I'm with. I don't know. Loving them. I don't have no idea. I don't know.
Loving them. Ooh. Okay.
Mm, okay.
Okay,
Well, I
I'm
almost not love
teasing.
hard, but just if you're my
Hmm.
friend, we gonna be good friends. We gonna laugh. If you my lover, we're gonna be a good like.
So you're guilty of loving people too much, and that's an impulse for you, huh?
I won't say love, but I'm treating people how they supposed to be
Okay,
treated.
Joe, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna tell us
Stay
now, sis.
blessed.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just go
Well, he
ahead and say,
already
Go,
just
Joe.
real,
told us, in my opinion.
real. I think you're harmless. I do. I do think you're harmless. Okay, just know that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just, but like I said, there is another side. Like I just don't tread over me. Don't tread over me. Just don't do that. And that's anybody.
Right.
Just don't do it.
That's a natural behavior, though.
Mhm.
But
Nobody want
it's
that.
because I'll turn into a Bond. But like
Wait, hold on. Wait, what's a me? What's a me?
like how if people keep pushing the bear, it's just like after a
Mhm.
while you can only take with so much, and it's just like, okay, I'm going to turn the cheek. But if I turn the cheek and
Yeah.
walk down the street, and now you're throwing things at my back, that's a whole different
Mhm.
story.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
So I do pretty good though.
You do.
Like I think I am a bottle, a soda pop bottle. It's like I I do fold under pressure.
I
So,
mean, I'm not gonna cuss
but it's
somebody out, but you have to
yeah.
stick up for your people. Have to realize this, y'all. Like I know a lot of people constantly keep telling people, "Oh, turn the other cheek and just let that." And it's just like, but if you have to be inside sometimes the same vicinity or let somebody know, you have to sometimes. Just like okay, somebody bullying you, okay, you could turn the cheek all you want, but sometimes if you stand up for yourself, that can give a whole new requiem to that bully, and it's like, dang, like okay, let me go elsewhere. Like don't be stupid. That's what I'm saying.
I
Mm,
feel like Vaughn and Real both can wholeheartedly take care of themselves if somebody try to come at them with the bullying and anything else that they come with. I'm I have full confidence that both of y'all can take care of yourselves in that situation.
Right. And I just
facts.
don't like seeing that stuff. And I just don't want people to use that as an excuse to undermine or badmouth people because see, the thing is, people will watch that online and see that, and it's like, okay, you're part of this, and it's like now I know that you have to withhold your tongue because you're trying to keep your morals right or be a Christian, and people will see that, and then it's like they know that they watching other people are telling you turn the other cheek. They'll probably be like, okay, I'm gonna keep messing with you and keep poking with you. And then now they know that all these people on your side is going to tell you, no, don't do that. Don't say anything. All while they can do it. And then can really weigh on certain people's consciousness. I'm not
Well,
saying
well,
me, but I
see,
but
real,
what I say to
but
that is, what you don't know can't hurt you. So use your
right.
delete and
yeah,
block button, and that
Oh
way
yeah,
you don't have to worry about responding to people, because people are gonna say things about you, no matter how you
right.
are, who you are, and what you do, whether you're doing good, bad, or in between. People always have something to say about it, and you guys have to get to a point to understand that everybody is not going to like you, regardless of how great you think you are. It's still going to be somebody that don't like you. Okay. And so the sooner you learn that, the
oh
better off
yeah,
you guys will be.
yes.
What I was gonna say was real. I agree with you. However, I have learned and recognized and accepted that I have to choose my battles, and I can't fight every last one of them, because if I do, I'm gonna fight to the death. Okay,
Hmm.
so until I graduate, to the art of war, which I haven't, yet, I just can't say nothing, But the
Yeah,
bottle pop has been, I guess you can say, when you crack
it's,
the bottle open
yeah,
and
and let it
the
fizzle
fizz,
out.
yeah, just a little bit, like, to relieve the pressure. I've had a moment like that or two. But
Yeah,
other than
and you
that,
have
leave me
to.
alone.
You pick and choose your battles. Like say for
But you,
instance,
yeah,
if it's
but
somebody
you
who has
guys
sense,
understand, but y'all understand life is just a process.
yes,
And the whole thing about it is you live and you learn. And once you tackle a problem, don't just tackle the problems that you have in your life. Make sure that you learn from the
right,
mistakes that you make.
Mm.
right, right,
And once
right.
you learn how to do that, then life will go a whole lot easier for you.
I
Okay.
think that needs to be heard by the masses because I think people just don't adhere
No,
by that.
sir.
Like,
No, sir. It
it-
need to be heard by everybody. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying. And then some people
Including
say this stuff,
you,
That's what he said,
including
since
you.
he said the masses.
the
Well,
Oh,
I want to
okay.
make
masses.
Look at
sure. I
him.
want to make sure he's included in the masses, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because people, that's what I'm saying. People say this stuff and do all this stuff, but then I'm like, do you even believe anything you're saying or follow what what you're telling other people? It's just like, and this is anybody. Like, just no, I'm being like, this is
Oh,
anybody. It's just like in life.
I
It's no
wholeheartedly follow
direction towards
that.
anybody.
That was shade.
I
No,
wholeheartedly,
no,
I
no, because I see it
wholeheartedly
too
follow that,
often.
sir. I follow that to a T. I preach
And
that
me,
and I follow it. You ain't never seen me go online and go off on anybody online, because number one, I
and I might
don't
have been guilty
care
of that
enough.
once.
Number
Right.
one, I don't care enough. I really don't. I don't. Number two, um, you all it does is just take your energy and your strength. So why go
So,
outside on somebody? Why even waste your time, arguing with somebody, and and they really don't even really know who you really are. Okay.
and you are so right. Because soon as I get off this app, it's just like,
Yeah.
you just go back to your regular life. And I
You
know
go back
some
to your
people probably
regular
think
life. That's
you ain't nothing. And it's like, okay, you keep thinking that, you keep thinking somebody's not this and that. It's like, oh well, like thank you for letting me live inside your mind. Like that's how I look at it. Like
Yeah, but the
online,
people, and the people that know you, they know you, so you have nothing to prove to
that's why
preach
I'm
to
not worried
people
about
who
nothing
don't
about
know
people.
you. So yeah, y'all
Yeah.
can stop fighting
'Cause
that
I'm
battle.
I'm I'm waiting for somebody to try to do that. I'm embarrassing with so many receipts. Like this is the
Right,
community. Here's the key to this thing. Blah blah
right.
blah. Here's
But you
all my
have
Wait,
nothing to
amazing.
wait,
prove to
wait, real,
anybody.
wait, real. You waiting on somebody to come outside on you?
Yeah, yes, so that I can be able to put them inside their place. Like they're like, oh, this is fake, or he doesn't help homeless
But why
people,
are
or
you waiting on
there's
somebody
no,
to come outside on you, real?
No,
How
no,
is
so
that
that they can
productive?
be
I want
so
to hear
that
him
they
out. I
can
want to hear him out.
so that they can be humble to know that you don't play with people. So it's just like I
That is
really
not
do do
gonna
this
harm.
stuff.
If somebody is
Oh yes, they
messy,
will.
if somebody is
Oh no.
messy, and this is their life and this is what they do, I don't care what you say to them. They're still gonna keep doing what they do. All
But
it's
do you
gonna
know
do,
what that's going to do to them on like that's not
nothing.
going to be oh yeah because some people going to look at it like you really went out of your way to do this and this person really such as like if say somebody like oh this person's a liar they don't do this there's no website and it's like okay yes there is there's websites there's paperwork all types of stuff right
But let me
and if
just tell
somebody
you
was to
something
come
about
out
social
here
media. Let me just tell you something about social media. A lot
but
of
do I
times
care no
people on social media love mess. And I don't care what you say about these people. I don't care how you call them out. They're always going to have an audience because some
Oh yeah.
people love mess. Social media is messy. So the more you engage in it, the more you hurt yourself. You don't
No,
hurt.
no, no. I
You're not
won't
hurting
engage
them.
in
You
messing,
hurt
but
I
yourself.
agree.
yeah,
I
no,
agree.
you're right. You're right. But look at what Amanda said. Yeah, some people need to be, but they do need to be,
I was just gonna say,
not
okay,
in a
I have
drama way
seen,
though.
yeah, I was gonna
You
say, go ahead, Miss Alice. Go
let
ahead.
God humble them.
Okay.
There you
But
go.
You
Good
don't you
God
but
don't have
Almighty.
to.
What if God works
What
through
we
you
need
to
to
help humble
do,
them?
no,
You
what
don't
we
know.
wait.
do, what we need to do, what we need to focus on is
Mm-hmm.
minding our business and letting God handle his.
Mm.
And did.
Oh, okay, okay, but let
Thank
me
you,
just slide.
Alice.
Let me just slide this in here real quick. What I think I'm hearing Real say is he's because I've seen this actually happen recently, where somebody tried to go look in and dig in and search in, and when they came out with the receipts or whatever, said person had every credential, degree,
Yeah, and
um,
there's nothing wrong with
what
protecting your brand.
no,
There's
no,
nothing
no,
wrong with
no,
that.
no, 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 no. So what I think I'm hearing you say, Real, is that you waiting for somebody to try to come out and discredit you, and you gonna humble them by being like, huh, yeah, duh, like you said, the website is real, the this and that is real, yeah, it's all real. So
Yeah,
now
what I
what?
do in real life, even my yeah,
Yeah,
and it's nothing that,
that's what I
but
heard you
there's no
say.
drama. It would just like, okay, I'm making this video, or I will go live. I'm going down to the mayor's office. It doesn't matter. It would just be it's subtle stuff that you can do, and then that could probably help somebody. Like,
And,
dang,
and
you
you
know what?
also
Let
can
me not cast
and you
judgment.
also can ignore people because they can't fight by themselves. And pretty soon, if you don't say nothing to them, let them say whatever they want to say. Because in your real life, people know who you are. It doesn't matter what people call you; it's what you answer to. And I can't
Right?
say that enough. And
Mm.
people cannot fight by themselves, and it make them more madder when you don't respond. And the sooner
Amen.
you learn that, the better off your life will be. Trust me when I tell you that. I've mastered in that. And
Thank you
I'm
for the
telling you,
wisdom, my lady.
you make people
Amen.
more madder when you don't say something. I know it feels good to clap back, but at the end of the day, when you clap back, it just make them clap back, and you just going back and forth. But if you just let them sit there and spew all this crazy crap, pretty soon people gonna be looking at them like, well, they ain't saying nothing to you. You saying everything to them. You the one who, people will start pointing the finger at that person that's trying to start the mess. Trust me, you'll come out more victorious than you
Facts.
would without
Hallelujah. Now that's the word.
responding to them. Trust me when I tell you that I ain't telling you something that I heard. I'm telling you something that I exercise on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear
Desmond
you.
Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame says there are some people that specialize in drama and they will pull you down to their level before you bring them up to your
Mm.
level.
That part,
That's
and
a
you see what
word.
I like that. But what Amanda said too, which can
Um,
be true, people think that they can do whatever they feel like, and then pull back and play victim, and it's kind of not
but
fair to
see,
people who are genuine.
Yeah, but
but see,
nobody
you're
is stupid
focusing
though.
on other people.
No, no,
You
no.
should focus on
I
you.
don't care about that.
How
It's things I see on this. That's why I make jokes about this so that it can be seen. And I've actually had a few YouTubers that told me, you know what, I seen some of your videos and you making fun of people being ignored inside lives and skipping over. And they said, now that I watch this, because maybe I had to take a look at myself, I started to actually greet more people inside my chat. And now people actually want to stay, or now I'm not just ignoring people and doing this. And it's actually, they've changed and helped. And it wasn't my intention for that part, but it was something that was a seed that caused them to look at themselves like, oh, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Or like, do you get what I'm saying? And it's just
Well,
like, or people worried about
I
me
just
and
want to me, you're trying to do the Lord's work, and so who died and left you in charge? You're not the boss of confusion.
no,
You're
I'm
not
not,
the
but
boss
we
who's
do our
trying to
part.
make everybody act right. And like I said, once again,
Right.
if you ignore those people, trust me, they'll look worse than you would by responding. Because all it does, when you're mad, you may say anything when you're mad,
No, no, I know how to hold my
and
tongue
just like
now.
this impulsive, just like this live is about impulse. Well, impulse also is to not come outside on somebody. You need to be able to control that also, because on
self
the
control.
impulse, you get out there and you go live on somebody and you say this and that and other. And then 20 minutes later, when you finish, you'll say, I wish I wouldn't have said that. I wish I wouldn't look that way, because you want people to look up to you, not look down on you. Okay.
Right.
Right.
And people will look down on you if you're going back and forth. You're saying you're trying to spread all this joy and happiness in the community. You're trying to be an example for other people. And if other people are following you and they're watching you, well, don't you think that they're watching you act a fool also? Because that's what it is to me, acting a fool with somebody else.
Well,
Well,
it's not acting a fool.
wait,
These
real.
is
Wait,
what's
Hey
up,
wait,
bro.
wait.
everybody,
What?
hey Miss Alice.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey,
I
Hey,
said what I
hey,
said
Too
to me.
Strong.
how too
Fun.
strong?
Hi
Wait, too
Hold
strong.
up,
everybody.
Wait,
y'all.
wait.
Let
Hey.
me
I
read a
want to
couple
say
of
this.
comments first.
Oh
Hold
Lord.
up.
Okay.
Wait a
What?
minute. So, Charlie's Angel said, you can't step in mess and not get dirty. And Janice says,
I can
Amen.
rinse myself right after.
don't allow others to put you in mess either. Hey, Mimi. Thanks for joining. How are you today? Um, Let me see. Wait a minute. Nesto says, take a lesson from Shirley Strawberry. Her silence spoke louder than everybody on social media.
Amen.
Okay.
Mm.
Ain't
Amen.
that the truth?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But before Too Strong speak, I just want to say this. It sounds like to me that y'all enjoying this mess. And I'm gonna go on
Father.
mute.
Okay, well
Wait,
I don't
wait,
enjoy
wait, wait.
anything.
Wait. Too
Just
strong.
let me finish and
Wait.
I'm gonna hop down. I'm not gonna stay up here. I don't enjoy mess. Now this is my season of silence that I'm walking in, no drama or whatever. But you got people tend to throw a rock and hide their hand, and you have people that own look and see the drama that's going on, see that you're trying to walk away, see that you're not involved in the drama. You get what I'm saying? That you don't want to be involved with in the mess, but then as soon as you say something in response to the drama or being picked with or any of that, then you to blame. They don't look at the agitator, but they look at your
Mm,
response. You
mm,
know,
mhm.
and that's a lot on social media. So I choose now to walk in peace and don't respond and take my channel in a different direction. But you got to call it all across the board. You got some people that wake up every day that get on the internet to troll like they getting paid to do it.
Hey, Catherine
And
Powell. Thank
and
you
they
for
make money
joining.
off of you. When you respond back, baby, they making money off of you. So as long as you keep the
And
mess
some of them do it
going,
for free.
yeah.
Some of them do it for
But
free.
also too,
And then
the
and some,
content.
you got some people, hold on, I said what I said. You got some people that get on here, nobody has to say nothing to them. Nobody has to not be in doing nothing to them. And they come out with these delusions and visions like somebody is sticking with them. And they come out here and lie and play victim. I see a lot of that too.
Yeah, but the audience that they drawing, that's the audience want to hear that kind of mess. And I'm not saying that it's not messy people on social media, but what I'm saying is, like you said, you got to be above the fray. If you want to go,
Right.
if you want to have a different day and you want to go a different way, then you have to be above the fray. And I'm not just trying to rhyme all of this. It do sound good though. And but at the end
That's
of the
true.
day, if you're trying to get people, if you're trying to be positive and you want people to look up to you, it doesn't matter what they call you. Like I said, it matters what you answer to, and when you answer back, it makes it look like
Mm.
you're on the same level that they're on. So that's all I got to say about that.
And that's so true. And I realize that. I don't look no different from them. You get what I'm saying? But when people are moving in a
Right.
Right.
direction, you give them their flowers too. When they're moving in a different direction and they not out here, and just let them know I do recognize what you going through. I do recognize you being picked on and you not responding. I'm that's good. I give you your flowers for moving on in a different direction. I think that helps people to keep moving in a positive direction. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I know
when
you
you
I
ain't
tell
agree
them,
with that.
because my motto is I can show you way better than I can tell you. And that's
right,
what you
right.
have to exemplify, especially if you're trying to go a different way. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't say I want to be inspirational. I want to help
That's right.
people, but I'm waiting on them to come outside on me. That don't that
No,
But
that's
what I was
oxymoron to
gonna
me.
say about that, sis, is that I've never seen Real come outside. I have seen him, make jokes and stuff. And truthfully, I don't see. I'm gonna say this. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just making a joke about it or something. What I don't like is what Too Strong says when people throw rocks and hide their hand and play victim. I can't stand that. I'd rather and truthfully, I'd be happy. The other day, I wanted to come outside and get a little attention and make everybody laugh and make some jokes. Okay. However, that's dangerous for me because while I'm making jokes, okay, I'm going to get mad for real and start reading and dragging for real and
Hmm.
laughing while I'm doing it.
Well, Real
So,
said he was waiting on them to come outside, so that's the reason why you haven't seen him come outside. So maybe he waiting and
hmm
waiting in the background, waiting on them to come outside. But all I'm saying is, if you want to
I'm
be a
not gonna come at
positive,
nobody
if
like
you
that.
want to be a, that's what you just said a while ago. But
No,
if
no,
you
no. I'm
want to be
saying
a
off
positive
the
person,
impulse. No, no, no. Unless they come, I'm not gonna come with an argument, and I'm not gonna come with
right.
bashery, buffoonery, and
yeah,
foolery. It
yeah,
would just be a simple truth of receipts. Like this is
right.
what I do.
That that's
There is
that's what I'm
nothing
saying.
bad. There's nothing
I don't see
facetious about what I
anything.
would be doing.
But
Nothing.
it's
Yeah,
necessary though.
I don't see
But is it
anything wrong
No.
with
productive?
that.
But is it productive and is it necessary? Is it helping you any type of way with what you're trying to portray to people?
Yeah, because then now I'm putting out more of my beautiful content. Like that. That's what it is. Like each one can inspire one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still putting out more content, and it's
Uh-huh.
to
So
help
like
other
I
people
said,
to
y'all
see.
kind of getting a thrill out of this is what I'm seeing.
Oh
I
no,
don't,
no,
I,
Well,
I
sis,
don't
what's
see.
wrong with getting a thrill? Hold on, let me
I
just
don't get
say
a
this.
Hold up,
thrill.
hold up, hold up,
No.
hold up.
Okay.
Charlie's Angel said, never argue with a fool. Onlookers won't know who is who.
Exactly.
that's
That
Yeah,
is
true.
yeah,
true.
Now,
that's true.
However,
let me add
if
this. Let me add this. I need to ask this question. How do you know what somebody else is saying or what somebody else is doing, whether they're playing victim, would you say they're playing victim or whatever, or they're talking about you or whatever? How do you know these things if you're not watching, if somebody's not coming back and telling you what's going on, which is carrying a
oh,
bone, bringing a bone to you, and anybody that would bring a bone to you is going to carry a bone,
Amen.
or if
That's
you
so true.
or if you just have this spiritual gift where you just see these things, which
Miss
one is it?
Alice, why why you got the Okay,
You can
listen.
see things too.
Stop
See, no, no, no.
watching
Can I say
people
this? If
that
you
you
tell
don't
somebody
like.
exactly what they said, word for word, they'll accuse you of being a spy or working for the
Yes,
Google
real.
company
Preach, honey.
or something like that. And it's like, how would you know that word for word? Listen, there's things. Never mind. Let me just shut up. I'm not going to say
Yeah,
anything.
I think we should just be quiet, real, because
Yeah.
they don't want to see
Well.
our side. They don't want to see our
Mm-mm.
side.
Well,
Miss
Now,
Alice is
we
setting
don't see
let
y'all
your
me
up.
side.
She's
accuse you of
setting
that,
y'all up.
or
We
being
don't
a
we don't
hacker
want
or
to see your
something.
side because I
What you
feel
say?
like
Too
y'all.
strong?
I said Miss Alice is setting y'all up.
And I
I
don't
feel
see
you
y'all
doing.
side because I
What do
feel
you
like
work for the
y'all.
government or something? Say that.
I feel like y'all getting a thrill out of this. Okay, it may be a little bit of satisfaction to come out on people. That's what I'm seeing. So y'all can
Oh,
say
It
whatever y'all
used
want
to
to
be
say.
for me, and I can honestly say that it used to be that way for me until I had an encounter. You
Thank
hear what
you.
I'm saying?
Thank
It
you for
used
honesty. Thank you for
it used
honesty.
to be that way for me
when am I
because
not honest?
I would click a live button and I'm ready. I'm on go. But now it's been a change that I don't want to do that no more. It's not worth it to me to be out here arguing, fussing, and fighting, and that's not the kind of content or what I want to be known as. Because when they say,
hmm
"Oh, they go too strong with that drama," Lord Jesus, here she come.
Right.
I don't want to be known for
For
that
that.
Right.
anymore.
And let me throw
Yeah,
one more
and I
monkey in
don't.
the wrench. Let me throw one more monkey in this. You guys do understand that you got children, and whatever you put online is there forever. And
Right.
Well, okay, listen.
you want to be a good example for your kids. But when they get ready to go online, in 8 to 10 years, they don't. How you gonna try to teach them and steer them the right way when they sitting up here watching their mommy and daddy just go off on people online like that? And they're gonna be like, well, everything she taught me or everything he taught me is not true. They're trying to tell me to do this one thing, and it's not do as I say, and don't do as I do. And that's the way your
Mhm.
kids are going to take that. So you got to understand whatever you put out there, it's a possibility that your children will see that later on down the line. And it's going to make you're the one who's going to look like you've been lying to your kids. You're going to be looking like
Who?
you telling your kids one
But
thing
that's not what
and
I
you
teach
doing
my
another.
I
kids.
was
But
finna
that's not.
say real.
But that's
Hold
not
on.
what I
Can I
teach. There's a time and a
wait
place for
real?
everything.
Wait real. Let me say this, okay? I don't lie, okay, about what it is that I like to do, okay? And if I do lie, okay, eventually I tell the truth, okay? Now let me just say this, okay? I don't care about none of anything I done said and did on YouTube, my kids seeing it, because I'm not judgy, okay? I don't just wake up lying, oh, I'm perfect today. No, okay? And another thing I want to say is, all right, I don't see anything wrong, okay, with having some type of satisfaction or getting a kick out of messing with people that's messing with you. I don't see nothing wrong with it. However, okay, as I was going to say earlier, however, all right, like Too Strong said, okay, I got to get there. I got to get to that point where no, I don't want to bother these people that's bothering me, okay? I'm not there yet. I don't act like I am, okay? I don't try to act like, it don't bother me. However, the whole impulse part of it, it's a struggle. Okay. But as far as, lying to your kids and stuff like that, I was told not to do that. In fact, my mother didn't lie to me. Okay. So if my kids see me on YouTube yelling and screaming, ain't no majority of the time. Most likely they were sitting right there in the other room. They were somewhere. Okay. I don't believe in putting on this false whatever with nobody because I feel like eventually you're gonna get caught. Okay, it never works out for me ever in life. Okay, anything I never did, somebody found out. So, but I get what you're saying about people being on the internet and needing to be an
You too,
example,
Center.
for their kids and other people. But I also don't believe in false, you know, smoke and mirrors and I'm one way here and I'm another way there. I
That's
just
right.
don't believe in that because truthfully, I would love to, really just bring it all out here on YouTube. However, I've learned some things you do need to keep to yourself, because mad day comes, judgment day comes. I'm going to expose you and show everybody who you really are and replay all your content and remind everybody what you said 6 months ago. That moment in time does come. Okay. But other than that, I ain't worried about what my kids and them thinking I'm lying to them. If anything, only thing they'll be able to say is, well, mommy, you did it. And then my response is going to be, well, you see where that got me. Okay. So
Well,
that's all I
it's
got to say
not so
about
much
that.
that you're telling your kids lies. What I'm saying is you teach your kids principles and you teach them things that you want that you feel like is best for them to make it in life or to go further in life, right? So if you're teaching your kids not to, let's just say you teaching your kids not to talk bad about people or try to be the better person or try not to get into an argument with somebody. Okay, so you're teaching your kids that, right? But then they turn the computer on and they see you doing the exact thing that you're trying to teach them not to do. That's what I'm saying, that's lying to your kids. It's like you're saying one thing but you're doing something different. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're blatantly just, lying to them or what have you. All I'm saying is the behavior, uh, what you're teaching them, you're not exemplifying that same behavior in so many words.
And another thing, when I was doing it, now that I look back and I go through my old content, all I do is have a bunch of regret. I wish I shouldn't have. Why did I do that? I was thinking with my flesh. I had a moment of just regret. And I'm just not living in it no more. I don't want to have to take anything back that I said. So now I just think on before I speak or push the live button. But that's all I wanted to say. I appreciate you
Yeah.
for letting me up here. Y'all have a great and blessed, wonderful day. I'll be down in the comment section, supporting or whatever. But that's all I wanted
Alrighty.
to say.
Thank you, Too Strong.
You're welcome.
See, too
Let me
strong.
play this real quick, y'all, and then I'll come back for the final comments. For your likes, for your shares, for your positive and encouraging comments, for subscribing to this channel, and for your monetary donations to this channel. I just want to simply say thank you. I truly appreciate your support. May God continue to bless and keep you all. Okay.
Well, let me
Any
get my
final comments?
final comment. I totally understand how you guys feel. Trust me, I haven't always been as grown as I am now. And like I said, life is a process. We live and we learn. And just don't, just try not to do too much, like Too Strong say, and then and then you have to regret it later. So the more you can control yourself, try to be the better person, and the less go back and forth with people, the less you'll have to regret in life. That's all I want to say. And thank you for letting me come to the panel today. I'm not trying to offend anybody, so I apologize if I offended anybody. But you guys know I'm gonna just say what I have to say, and
Yeah,
some
no, it's fine.
and
We know,
it's
sis.
gotta
We
come
know.
from the heart, and sometimes it's gotta be brutal. But I have to say what I have to say. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything just because I love everybody on the panel. Okay, so that's who I am. I got the name, and it is what it is. Y'all have a
Thanks,
great
sis.
day. Alice, thanks for letting me come up. Been
You're
Thank
real
welcome.
you.
Thank
talking
you.
to everybody.
Appreciate all of y'all. Great
Yeah,
live.
Shanice, hope you feel better, sis. And hope you
Thank you,
get over that
sugar.
cold. You welcome, sugar. And real, you're done. I'm gonna pray for both of y'all, and y'all
What?
yeah, I'm gonna
Thank
pray for
you.
both of y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna pray for
Thank
y'all.
you. No, no, no.
Basically,
Appreciate
yeah,
it. Like at the end of the day, we all live. We all can give each other
yeah,
iron
and we all
sharpens iron
learn.
within a reasonable way.
Right,
That's what
right.
I like,
But I
because there's a
still love
difference
both of
between
y'all, and
building. Of course.
I'm gonna just continue to
Appreciate
pray
it.
for y'all, and y'all have a nice day.
You
Whatever, sis.
too.
I love you.
I know. Go order something off a Home Shopping Network so you can get your free calculator.
Oh,
You,
shade.
oh, she finna come back and drag you. No, I'm just playing.
No, because
I
you remember
said
I used
that
to get a free calculator.
earlier.
They give you like a free calculator when you order off the back of the magazine.
I'm
Um,
hollering.
mm,
Oh, you was quick with it. I like that. Now that was good to me. Mm.
who's the next?
Real.
I ain't got nothing else to say. I appreciate y'all. We all learned, we all lived, and it was constructive. I like the constructive things that we can give and not cross that line where it just turns into straight bashing. Because sometimes people are like, "Oh, let's be accountability, let's give constructive criticism," and then it can turn into straight just disrespect. So like that y'all know how to draw that line, and we can continue to build. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you as well. Thank you.
Wonderful, real.
Amazing. Amen.
Next.
Shanice.
What? I didn't see.
Sure do.
All right. Anyways, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mama Alice, thank you for letting me come up here. I forgive you for muting me because it's really not appreciated. But happy Monday anyhow. It was nice to be up here with my sugar, real. It was nice to be up here with my boo, Mama Alice. It was nice to be up here with you as well. Hmm. And I look forward to coming on a panel on Thursday. I know y'all ready to hear my mouth, so stay tuned. God bless.
God bless you, Shanice.
Feel better, Shanice.
If it feel
Shanice,
better,
she not gonna
definitely
let
feel
you out
better.
ever again in life.
And for
um,
those who don't know, I'm going to this may be a question on the next giveaway. Shanice is not my biological daughter. I did not birth her. Okay. So
Oh,
who's next?
me. Okay, so what I have to say is, um, I don't really have much to say, y'all, other than I'm over here struggling. Okay, I can't go live and pop off on nobody, because everybody watching me. Okay,
Mhm.
everybody praying, and asking Jesus to, change my little old attitude, and it's hard for me. And while y'all praying, pray that I like being quiet and not going off on people, because y'all got me over here struggling. I'm just gonna keep it real. Okay, and I feel judged. Okay, for my past. So when I get a little snippy and justify my actions, okay, it's because I'm feeling judged, okay? All right. I know I'm not perfect, and I don't really care about being perfect, all right? What I care about is getting my point across, giving it, sticking it to folks, and you're not going to, bully me, and I ain't scared of you, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hard, and I'm just not there yet, and I be getting in my feelings because I'm not there yet. Because and I be going off on everybody because I want to go off.
We're gonna keep
I
praying
be,
for you, young Vaughn.
I'm
That,
just saying
that
this,
is
Alice. It's
why
hard.
that is why
It's
we
so
praying
hard.
for you. You just showed
I'm
why you need prayer. Exactly.
just saying. I'd be nicer, to my friends. If I actually could yell at my enemies, but I gotta pray for them and be nice to them too. And this
Well,
is
you
really
should
hard.
you should
Okay,
journal. Do you journal? You
me.
should journal and write
Well, actually,
all that stuff. Just write it
actually,
out.
Shanice, I
You
color.
know,
I color.
I love all of y'all.
No, journal. Write it
I
out.
really do. I really do love all of y'all. But
Aha!
She ready for us to go.
y'all not gonna be on here another 30, 45 more minutes. Okay.
Miss Alice, that's all I
I
had to
barely
say. I'm done.
wait.
Okay.
Wait a
So
minute. I barely
look.
got to talk today. I kept getting muted, so that don't apply to me.
Lord,
Thank
don't
you very
even try
much.
it. Don't even try it.
No,
Don't even try it.
no, I only talked for like 3 minutes today. You
Oh
barely
my
let
goodness.
me. I
I
was
agree. She
good.
really didn't do a lot.
Oh
But I'm gonna
I
my
say
did
this
word.
not.
though.
I was
All
on my
jokes
best
aside,
behavior.
all jokes aside, I apologize, for my attitude, y'all. I'm just going through a lot. Okay. I'm really going through a lot. And it's hard. Okay. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right. All right. Is we all good again? We all good?
Wanda has a
Okay.
question
for
for
sure.
you,
Oh
Vaughn.
Lord, what she wanna know? She say, Vaughn, serious question. Are you praying for yourself in the times where you want to go off? No, Miss Wanda, because I'm not gonna answer that. But I'm gonna work on that. Okay. Yeah.
Says the gangster lady.
That's her.
Real.
That's her past. That's her.
That's
Don't you
her
come on
past.
here using
Real.
somebody's past
She's
against them.
changed.
Ooh, the shade.
I
My
don't know. Y'all
goodness.
know I'm messing. No, no.
You on one. You been
I
on
didn't
one
mean it like
all
that.
day. You been
I
on one
mean,
all day.
Real.
Dang,
You better.
real.
Real. You better chill out. I feel like Miss Wanda. She get
sure,
you
I know.
together.
I can see she'll probably knock me upside my head and have me tied inside the basement with an apple inside my mouth somewhere, and like ready to peel my
I'm
fingernails back
hollering.
and pour freaking lemon juice inside my wounds. I'm chilling. I'm sorry, Miss
Oh
Wonder.
my god.
That was
But
probably a warning, real. She's probably trying to
yeah,
warn you. Don't come for her.
I
yeah.
know.
She
Leave
didn't
I
her
send for
alone.
you.
see.
Don't come for her.
I'm not. I won't. I'm
But you know
chilling.
what?
Yes, heed the
That's
warning.
really that's a good suggestion, Miss Wanda. Because I'm gonna keep it real. No, I have not been praying, girl. I get to venting in my head and
No,
then
why do we play?
yeah, and debating on whether or not I'm gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. I think prayer is something I definitely should start doing for myself when I'm upset and ready to snap on everybody.
Stay blessed, Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame.
Yes,
Thank you
stay
for
blessed.
stopping by, for commenting in the chat. Appreciate you. Okay, y'all, we're going to get ready to get out of here. Thanks again to everybody who showed up in the chat for who commented in the chat. I truly appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who watched from the bushes, didn't, for some reason, did not come into the chat. I appreciate your support as well. I'm going to go down the line and thank each and every one of you that I saw in the chat. So we had Who Dat, Larry King, Joe, Thrive and Glow with Joe, Sweet Rita, Miss Jazzy, Wanda from Get It Together Wellness, um, Reformed Gangster, Shadow Storyteller, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, Chill Will Crew, Too Strong, Key, Mimi, Catherine Powell, and my moderators, Charlie's Angel, Janice, Bond, Abril, Shanice, I Said What I Said, Real Odds and Evens, Senna, and it looks like that's it for the moderators. And for those who were on the panel, Vaughn, Shanice, I Said What I Said, Real Odds and Evens, and Too Strong. Thank you all. I truly appreciate every one of you. You have a great night as well, Sweet Rita. After I play the music, I will be ending the live, but I want you to know that God loves you more than I do, and I truly do love you all. Continue to be blessed. And I hope to see you all on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again.